Hi, this is another in the continuing series for Google Forms. This screencast is going to focus on the quiz feature. So just a quick reminder, if you want to find any of these screencasts or any of the resources that I have available, go to our school website, come down to Technology Integration, Technology Coach, and then you can find the appropriate. Like for instance here, Google Apps, Google Forms, and you'll see a couple of the others that we already have, the basics, and then a go-to section to the different features there. So let's get going. First of all, we are going to go to your drive, and we are going to come down to More and create a Forms. Okay, so we've got a simple thing set up with sample quiz. You can see it's up here. I added name, last and first already, and now we're ready to go ahead and add our first question, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got what's your favorite color, just something very basic here. We've put it into checkboxes. Actually, probably a better thing for me to do right now would be to turn that into multiple choice, and I'll show you why in a minute. Come down here and then we'll go ahead and we click. You'll notice that when I do click on here, first I can go ahead and start typing right now because it's highlighted, but also take a look over here. So this will allow me to insert a picture, an image at this point. And let's say I really wanted to go ahead and put in the color itself, and I put in orange. And it finds an orange or something along those lines, so I just click on this. One thing to know right off the bat, all of these images are labeled for commercial reuse, so we can go ahead and do those with no worries for copyright. We select it, and what this feature is going to allow us to do is actually put in the image now. It's something that's nice. I just kind of like that feature right at this point. All right, now we selected a forms, but we did not select the quiz form, and I'll show you what we do. First, we go up here to the gear setting and we click on it. Typical thing, if I'm giving a quiz, please make sure you click the limit to one response. Okay, we don't want them to, unless of course you want them taking the quiz more than one time. That's in general settings. Presentation gives us a whole set of other things. We can show progress, etc. But here's what we want to focus on is the third one, quizzes. I want to make this form a quiz. All right, now, a couple things about this page right here. If I check immediately after each submission, that means when the student finishes taking the quiz, he immediately will be able to click and find what his score is, what the correct answers are, etc. If I click this one right here later, after manual review, then I as a teacher will decide when I want those results released. Let's talk just quickly about that. First, if I have period 1, period 3, and period 7 taking the same thing, I'm going to click here because I don't want the results of the quiz, etc. out there. Also, let's say I want to do a quick review before they find out what they really got. I would get here. Okay, but for our purposes here, we'll click. Down below, do I want them to be able to see their missed questions? Yes. I typically click off of the last two. Correct answers, do I want to see correct answers, and then point values, and we save. Now what this has done is it's changed the normal forms into a little different format. If I click here now, what this is going to allow me to do at this point is I'm going to go down to answer key. Answer key, then I can go ahead and I can select the correct answer. Of course, that's my favorite, so and then come over here and I'm going to go ahead and maybe give the points anywhere I want. And I'll keep it at 1 at this point. All right. Down below, another thing that I can do is I can add answer feedback. Here I just simply type in, it's obviously blue, because that's my favorite color. All right, so just kind of goofing around, obviously. The other thing that it can definitely do is click on this, and I can go ahead and put in a link, a URL, maybe to a video or something like that, so they can get some more background on what they may have got wrong. So I'm going to save this right here, and we're ready to go to the next. Let's go ahead and add a question. One thing that they have done is they'll start to pre-populate. They have so many different forms out there right now that they're able to guess on some of them. So take a look at this. What day is... And if you take a look right now, I typed in day and look what comes underneath here. So day, well, let's go ahead and add them all. I don't need to do any typing. I'll just finish this. What day is your favorite? Okay, and then we're right here to this point. So hopefully you get the basic gist of what's going on now. Now let me show you one last thing where quizzes differ a little bit. Let me go to another one which I actually gave. So you get the response information up there, and then when you take a look, the first thing will be the grading situation right here. Okay, what the bar graphs here. The other thing that changes here is that when you click on your spreadsheet, you'll see that your grade comes right in here as well. Hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope you have a great day.